Okay guys, this video is going to be a top 10 demons list. A top 10 easiest demons list, I should say. I'm not going to do a retake like Tyler would. But, yeah, so this is going to be the easiest demons that I could think of. I asked you guys quite a while ago what you guys thought that it was. So I took your suggestions, I took my suggestions, and some of the stuff that I saw from people all over throughout Facebook and Twitter and everything. And first of all, it's Theory of Everything 2, or Theory of Every V2 by Neptune. Yeah, and that one's pretty easy. I have not personally completed it yet, but it is pretty easy. I've had a Canadian person tell me that he beat it pretty easily, so I did want to have it on the list. Alright guys, so thanks Tyler. So number 9 is XSTEP V2. XSTEP V2, quite an older level made in the time of the XSTEP, and it has almost 1 million downloads. It is made, of course, by Neptune. It is another demon, and yeah, I am so this level. It's so easy, but just certain things you do that make you mess up. But I definitely suggest, if you are kind of good at the game but not too good at doing, say, demons and stuff, going to try this one out. You stop in the meat locker. Number 8 is Demon Forest by KETIS, or however you pronounce that. So this has a bit less downloads than some of the other ones, but nevertheless, it is a pretty easy demon. This one is kind of a little bit harder for me. I never really got the hang of the second half that well, but nevertheless, like I said, like 3 times, it is pretty easy. And once again, if you are a beginner kind of in the game, but not too much of a beginner, like you've beaten some of the insane levels and want to try your hand at some demons and try to get some of those, I definitely suggest this being one of the ones that you start with. But, you know what you should start with even before this? Number 7. Alright everybody, number 7 is Insomnia by CLITTERSHROOM. Now this level is a bit newer. I think that it was made in either 1.8 or 1.9, and yeah, it is quite an easier demon. I personally think that it should be insane. Maybe 8 or 9 stars, probably 9, just because of the gravity ball parts being a little bit challenging unless you're good at memorizing that kind of stuff. But it is certainly quite easy once you get the hang of the mini wave part. It's kind of easy from there, just a little bit of simple memorizing. And if you try for, you know, maybe like 45 minutes or something, you should get the hang of the first part pretty well. So it is definitely an easier demon. Now on to number 6, which coincidentally is starting with 7. And back on track, that is. And it is number 6, so don't get confused. Back on track, 7 back on track, I should say, by Cody, is obviously a very disliked level, probably due to the fact that it doesn't have much detail, but it is quite easy, especially for a demon. So, yeah, it's certainly not the easiest demon, which is why it only made number 6, and there are some demons easier than this, but it is quite easy. I personally have not played this very much. I just jumped on in the second time I tried. I got the score 26 because I haven't played this since before my stats got reset, but it is still quite an easy demon. I don't know why I don't just sit down for like a couple hours, 2 hours maybe, and try to beat it, but it is quite easy. Moving on to number 5. Alright, and number 5 is Super Cycles by Jax. Does Jax make any levels anymore? Because I haven't seen any, but I don't know. He used to make quite a bit of demons that I saw, and quite a bit of easy demons. Spoiler alert, there will be something from Jax later, which most of you probably called when you heard easy demons, but I will leave that till later for that one. But for right now, Super Cycles by Jax, kind of a harder easy demon, but nevertheless it is quite easy. It's just once you get used to all the tricks and stuff, the second half of it seems to be pretty easy. So is the first, but I don't know, it really comes down to memory on some of the parts, which it really isn't too hard to memorize some of this stuff. So that is number 5, or whatever we were at. Alright, and next on the list is number 4, Impulse. Impulse by MRCHEESE. So this is quite another highly downloaded one. It is in Map Pack 8, so if you are interested in the map packs, I guess that you could go to Map Pack 8 and play this. But it is quite easy. I mean, I got 98% because some of the things aren't really spaced right, and it feels a bit glitchy at some points, but almost like you have to rely on luck at some points. But for the most part, if you time it right, you really don't have to get to that problem. So it is still quite easy though. Impulse by MRCHEESE Tiger. It's in Map Pack 8, like I said. Quite an easy one as well. And let's move on to number 3. That was a cough. Number 2. Most of you probably knew that this was coming if you had tried to search easy demons in other places. Or maybe it's number 3. Yeah, number 3. I'm sorry. Whoops. But the Lightning Road by Timeless. Some say that this is impossible now because of 1.9, but it is not. You just have to kind of fly through it with the spaceship at the certain gravity ball part where you die. That's all I'm going to say. Because I don't want to go into great detail about it, but yeah, so that is another easy demon. Like I said, you probably heard of that multiple times just because it is so easy. Probably should have put it higher, but I decided to just leave it at number 3. So, time for number 2! Number 2 is the Nightmare. And now, you're probably thinking, what could be easier than Nightmare? A lot of things, actually. I'm just kidding. Only one level that I can think of, which I will get to in a second. But I think it's kind of overrated when people think easy demons just because it's in Map Pack 3 along with the Lightning Road. So everyone kind of just sees that kind of first when they're scrolling through the demons. I don't know. Maybe. I actually remember, funny story, I thought that I was like the only person that knew about this when I found it. And then I went on Facebook and there were like 20 people talking about it. But yes, it is a very easy demon. And quite a classic from, I think, 1.6, 1.7. I honestly don't even know, because I was not around back then. But, number 1! No, it is not CLUTTERSHROOM. I'm sure that a lot of you were probably expecting CLUTTERSHROOM to be on this list, but just because it's a main level, I didn't really feel like putting it. I kind of left this to online levels because, I mean, of course, a lot of people probably know about CLUTTERSHROOM, and plus some of them don't have it unlocked, so I decided to leave that one out. But number 1 is Demon Mixed. Now, this is a mix of all of the easiest demons, but it's only really short parts, like the easiest parts of all the easiest demons put in one level. Imagine that. I would rate this level probably harder. That sounded like I said harder. Hard or harder. But I don't know. It's just really easy. I just previously beat it. I didn't even really pay much attention to it before that. But definitely go check that out. It is probably the easiest one, which is why it was number 1 on my list. So, if you guys have any troubles or need any IDs, I will try to get those to you in the comments. Just comment if you need them. Or just search the name of the level with the demon face selected, and you should be able to find it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment down below what you would like to see Geometry Dash related or non-Geometry Dash related top 10s of, preferably Geometry Dash related, just because that is what most of my fan base is. So I will see you guys later. I can also do a top 10 hardest demons if you guys would find that interesting. So I will see you guys later. I'm Amnesia. Happy somebody.